So let's take a look at how to use the Semrush Audit tool. Now, if you don't already have a Semrush account, I'll leave a link down below where you can get signed up for a free trial, be able to use all these different features that I'm showing you here. And once you're logged into your account, you're going to want to go over to the Site Audit feature right here. I'll just open this up so you can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we have the Site Audit tool right here. This is the example website we're going to be using. But all you do is click Create Project right here. It's actually limiting how many I can create, so I'd have to delete some of these old ones. But you first have to start by creating the project. So you got to enter your website, give it some time. It's going to have to crawl the whole website and stuff. Once it's done with that process, then you're going to be able to click through and access the actual site audit. And it's going to have, this is sort of like a technical site audit, so it's going to have all sorts of information about different technical issues that need to be resolved on the website. So we have our site health, and this will hopefully improve over time as we're fixing these errors and warnings and notices and whatnot. The idea is to get the site health number percentage as high as we possibly can, right? Top 10% of websites are in the 92 percentile. That's basically where we want to be. And there's breakdowns of different items that we can handle, like the different pages that have issues, robot.txt file issues. There's errors, warnings, notices. You can hover over these and get more information. It looks like you actually have to click on the little icon here, but you can get information about what each of these is. And then there's some thematic reports here like crawlability, HTTPS issues, internal SEO, core website vitals, etc., etc. Right? Then you can switch over here at the top between some different, like the issues themselves, where you can see all, or the errors, or just the warnings, or the notices, and go through and address these one by one and get them all taken care of. You can see the crawled pages, so this is kind of like an index of the whole website. You can see some statistics, so further breaking down the status codes for HTTP, which none of them are 500. There are some 400 errors. It looks like some 300, maybe some redirects, 200, nothing in the 100, and nothing with no code. And for most of this stuff, you can click on these, different metrics here, and it'll give you some further indication of what's going on. So this is just basically creating an advanced filter right now, and it's going to show us whichever pages match that specific error code. I think it was the 200 error code that we clicked on. Anyways, and of course you can click on these numbers too. There's issues with some incoming internal links. So it looks like there's some 404 errors that need to be cleaned up on the site. And this is just stuff that it's kind of difficult to pick up on if you're not a robot, But to use a tool like this to just crawl through everything, be able to just jump in and fix up the score, and then be able to compare. So this is really helpful. After you've completed the scan, you can make a bunch of changes and then crawl again and see different improvements that were made. So there's 15 or 17 issues that were fixed, but there's 13 new ones. That's for the total issues. For total errors, there's 16 fixed and 6 new ones. Total notices, 1 fixed, 7 new ones. And ultimately, we want this to improve over time, right? That's the idea. Then we'll get like a breakdown of progress. So this can be really helpful to visualize how your efforts are going in terms of cleaning up all of these different issues. This top issues section here is probably the best place to start. If you click more details, it's going to give you a breakdown. So there's a bunch of internal links that it's saying are broken. So we would want to go figure out exactly what's going on with that issue. And it's not apparent. I'd have to dig into this more and see exactly why it's saying that there's error here. One thing to keep in mind is that this is not going to be 1,000% accurate. You know, sometimes it's going to say there's 404 errors when there's really not. In this case, there might actually be. So we can view this page. It is showing a 404 error page for that. So there's no way to reset your password on the site. That's probably something that needs to be fixed. So you can click this little, looks like that's an error page as well. So we would definitely want to go through and fix these 404 error pages because Google does not like 404 errors. But that's kind of an overview of how the site audit tool works. I hope you did find this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there.
If you're like most new business owners, you're probably struggling to get your online presence established, let alone get it to the point where it's bringing you a consistent flow of customers, right? So that's why I created this free course where I actually walk you step by step through the whole process of setting up your online presence. This is the same process we've been using for our clients for over a decade at one of my agencies. And essentially, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-friendly business name right from the get-go, how to develop your website really quickly and easily, how to set up your Google Maps listing, start getting some Google reviews, everything you need in order to have a substantial online presence where people can actually start finding you and purchasing your products or services. The best part is I'm going to show you how to do it in under a couple of hours and all for less than 50 bucks. If you're interested, I'll leave a link below where you can get signed up today. Make sure to check this course out for free right now because I'm probably going to start charging for this at some point in the future. All right, I'll see you on the other side.